satellite images don't lie. In the Iranian desert, at the Semnan Space Center, something is changing. Reinforced gantries, expanded fuel storage, structural upgrades around the launch pad. Officially, this is about satellites, civilian space ambitions, national pride. But analysts are asking a different question. Is the Simorg spaceport upgrade purely about space, or does it signal preparation for something far more strategic? Today, we examine the thin line between satellite launches and intercontinental missile capability. What is the Simorg program? Iran's Simorg launch vehicle is presented as a satellite carrier rocket designed to place small payloads into low Earth orbit. Developed from earlier Saphir launch systems, Simorg is larger, more powerful, and capable of lifting heavier satellites. Its purpose, according to official statements, Earth observation, scientific research, communication satellites. The launch site, Semnan Space Center, Iran's primary space launch facility. On paper, it looks like a developing nation expanding into orbital capability. But in aerospace engineering, there is something important to understand. Rocket technology is inherently dual use. The physics required to send a satellite into orbit is closely related to the physics required to send a ballistic missile across continents. Both require multi-stage propulsion, precision guidance systems, structural integrity under extreme stress, high-energy fuel management. The difference lies not in the rocket body, but in the payload and mission profile. This is why space programs and missile programs are often viewed through the same analytical lens. The question becomes, is Simorg purely orbital, or does it quietly build experience relevant to long-range missile systems? Recent satellite imagery and open-source assessments indicate structural changes at the Semnan Space Center, reinforced launch gantries, expanded liquid fuel storage areas, improved ground support infrastructure, enhanced security perimeter. Now, these upgrades can absolutely be explained by increased launch cadence. Launching more frequently requires larger fuel reserves, stronger structural platforms, more resilient handling systems. But analysts point out that reinforced infrastructure also supports heavier payload testing, larger rocket bodies, more sustained high-thrust operations. And that's where debate begins. One of the strongest indicators analysts watch is launch frequency. An increase in launches can indicate maturing satellite capability, expanded scientific missions, or rapid iteration of rocket performance data. Each launch provides valuable telemetry. Each test refines propulsion reliability. Each improvement reduces technical uncertainty. In space development, this is normal progress. In strategic missile analysis, it can also represent long-range delivery system refinement. Intent is difficult to measure. Capability is easier to observe. There are important differences between a civilian orbital rocket and an operational intercontinental ballistic missile. Deployment readiness, solid versus liquid fuel systems, mobility, military-grade re-entry vehicle design. Simorg uses liquid fuel and requires a fixed launch pad, unlike many modern ICBMs, which emphasize rapid deployment and mobility. That distinction matters. But critics argue that experience gained in propulsion scaling, stage separation, and guidance refinement could translate into future strategic systems if policy shifts. This is where geopolitical tension enters the discussion. Why does this matter? Because long-range rocket capability alters strategic calculations. For regional rivals, expanded launch infrastructure raises deterrence concerns. For global observers, dual-use ambiguity creates diplomatic friction. Iran maintains that its space program is peaceful and sovereign. Skeptics argue that technological overlap makes complete separation difficult. In geopolitics, perception can be as powerful as reality. So is Iran preparing for dual-use deployment capability? There is no confirmed evidence of an operational intercontinental missile shift tied directly to Simorg upgrades. But the infrastructure improvements undeniably expand technical capacity. An expanded capacity always changes strategic possibilities. The Simorg spaceport upgrade may be about satellites. Or it may be about keeping options open. In modern aerospace strategy, sometimes the most powerful move is ambiguity.